back to Paradise Rolls. Today we're playing the Arrakis Conquest, and I'm your game master, Mark Anthony. Over there.
I'm Zavi. Pronouns they them. I play Zana.
My name is Shars. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Ambrose. And you have to forgive the really terrible Cork accent I'm going to attempt today because I haven't done it in a long time.
True. Long hair.
Me.
Stick a cork in it.
Stick a
I'm
cork
Matt.
in it.
I play the Owlin Bones. He is also a rogue.
Hello, my name is Estes, and I play Seth, the asshole of the party.
And with the asshole of the party, he is also the butt of all jokes.
I'm the asshole, and I'm the head. Call me an ass face.
Nice.
He is also the quasi-leader.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick recap. There wasn't too much that happened last time, except for
Was that a read?
one of your party members showed up randomly. You just finished killing an Eladrin, finishing up this dungeon that you had been sent to. You think it was this place that had been murdering people, and your magic items shopkeeper had sent you on this quest to go ahead and figure out what the hell was going on. So you destroyed the Eladrin, you destroyed some methods, and found a bunch of gold and money to get you to, I think I said wealth tier 2.
Yes.
Tune in for how that works. And you left. When you left, you, I think Zana rolled a ridiculous survival check to kind of put
Was
you
I?
on the proper path to get back at a reasonable pace. Upon doing so, you all decided, you know what, we're pretty fucked up. Let's just rest up here on the ridge of the mountain. Went to sleep. Zana, while everyone was asleep, noticed this weird glow traveling up the mountain. Woke up Seth and was like, some weird shit coming here at a very even pace. It's kind of creepy. What's going on? You went down there in your wild shape form, and you were like, what the fuck? That's Ambrose. Like that is Ambrose's face. You brought Seth over, you guys kind of blocked the path, and as far as you could tell, it's Ambrose. Brought him back to camp, put him to sleep, talked to him for a little bit. When you woke up, Seth created a little cart for him to sleep in, and you called Zana's good old buddy and mentor, Grumble. You had noticed that he was finally in a off-site location where he was able to perform some experiments that he was uncomfortable doing in the city. So with the party all watching and describing maybe what you wanted to see, you had him run a bunch of different experiments on the rock. You saw what the, for all intents and purposes, dead rot did when exposed to life forms. And you saw what the living rot did when exposed to life forms. Living rot went to the crickets, I think it was, went to the crickets and consumed them up to the point that they had been
Frenzied.
Huh?
Frenzied.
Frenzy. What were you gonna say?
Turned.
Turned. Yeah.
Infected.
Infected. Then you had the crickets exposed, the infected crickets exposed to normal living crickets. These crickets, the infected crickets, would attack the living crickets up until the point of infection, and then stop, and they would act as allies almost. Then you had him procure a toad and attempt to infect the toad. The toad began to attempt to attack him through the weird glass enclosure that he had, in which he was basically a god to anything inside this enclosure. You notice he was able to fast forward time at a very accelerated rate, passing years by to anything inside. Once this toad was infected, it was trying to get at him. And he indicated that he believed that the higher the intelligence of the creature, the more intelligent the actions of whatever this rot is would act through that creature. Nenzana had an idea. What happens if you expose this rot to fungal spores, this infected cricket? He passed by, I think it was about a decade, on the cricket. And
It was everything in there.
it was everything in there, yeah, okay. He passed by a decade of exposure to these spores, and they became normal. You notice that the rot had receded to as far away from these spores as it could, as it had grown this huge culture of fungus that had just basically taken over everything, releasing spores nonstop. And so he basically said, this seems like a decent way, but it would take far too long for anything larger. A decade is too long. To which Zana's prior experience at the academy in Ogden's Wharf indicated that they knew some Circle of Spores druids that were really adept at fungal research. And they found out that they had gone to the Underdark, which is on the eastern continent, and that these mushrooms and these different types of fungus would probably be much more potent should they interact with the rot. And that happened all on your journey back to Gavira.
Also, he said that I was gonna take over the academy.
He did say...
Call me a good boy and pat me on the head and be like, you get the crown when I'm gone.
He did say, the academy would be in good hands when you take over. You figure that this does mean that you are a first runner-up for his position as the head researcher at Ogdensport, which is the research capital of the world. That being said, you have in this cart being pulled by your fairly new friend, Gilbo.
Poor Gilby.
Faster, turtle, faster.
Which has been pulled down. You're at the base of the mountain now, not more than 3 hours away from Gavira, should you want to discuss anything else on your journey.
I would like to discuss a few things. So, Ambrose.
Seth.
Look him over.
I'm gonna mimic your movements.
Raise my hand.
I'm gonna raise my opposite hand.
Ooh. I'm gonna slap you.
I'm gonna slap me too.
Oh!
That was a good one.
Okay. That adds up.
Apparently it
more.
doesn't work both ways. Just like you.
Okay. Sorry. Still fucking with my head.
Oh.
Ambrose, so we must contact the Admiral.
Yes, I suppose so.
I have a question for you.
Not sure I have an answer for you, but I'll try.
Is your knowledge intact?
Yes.
There's a giant missing piece to the history I haven't been able to solve.
Which history? My history? Your history? His history?
of
Her
Arrakis.
history? Oh.
I was able to save the books when you burned.
Oh. Yes, I'd very much like to see those.
Read them. I'm gonna give them all except for the one that cursed me.
Okay.
Which wasn't his penis.
No.
Correct.
There's a missing piece, if you remember speaking to the turtle.
Mm-hmm.
The ley lines.
Right.
How do those go
Oh.
away?
It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now.
Inside check. I don't believe him.
Go for it.
Oh, that's not good. That's like 13. That's actually 13.
You have a natural 20
I
over
did.
Alright, natural 20, first one of the day. First roll of the day.
Yeah.
Second technically, because Seth went first, but second roll of the day.
I think it's my first roll back as Ambrose. I don't think I
It
rolled
is.
anything
That's
last
true.
time.
It's a great way to kick it off.
Tell me.
So he genuinely thinks he remembers landlines. Ley lines.
Oh.
Landlines. Ley lines. They're like these things of energy, and they like cross all the world, and they intersect. And at these intersection points, see, I'm familiar with these because of my homelands, where these intersection points are. They're places of potent magical energy. I think.
Is there anything more? You've told me this, but it still doesn't add up.
Well, there's just one very important legend about these ley lines, and the most important thing I ever learned about ley lines was Hammerfor.
Hammer. Go on.
Go on, what?
Oh, you just learned the name.
No, I mean I've learned lots of stuff about these.
About Hammerford.
Yes.
Go on.
Do you know about Hammerfor?
No.
You don't know what Hammerfor?
You're right. I don't think I do.
You don't?
Yeah.
You don't? You may have
don't.
heard a little,
You don't know what Hammerfor is.
but only in the capacity that he tells you right now.
I swear to God, if this is some sort of fucking joke.
I'm gonna look you dead in the eyes and say nails, and I'm gonna turn away.
You've heard the joke in college.
I am deliberately turning my back, and you kind of see me like shake as I'm laughing, and my wings turn this like bright yellowish color.
Fucking knew it.
At this point, a page in your book falls out, and you see,
No, Hammerford.
and you see this picture that you have of the map of the world that you got on the ship you took from the Gavira.
Hey, that looks like a hammer.
Not the Gavira. The Ogma's Wharf fleet. Remember the ship? You had stolen some maps. One of these maps actually has the ley lines drawn on them. Looks like one is very close to you. One of these crossings.
That's not very close.
Yeah, you're way the fuck
That's
up here.
yeah.
but
That's
it's on
like
the
3-4
same-
weeks.
It's
but
the
it's on the
closest
same
one.
continent. There's
Is
another
it,
one.
though?
There's another one here on the
Go north.
north. is another.
Yeah, that's the closest one.
Oh, but that's we don't have a boat. So how is that the closest one?
You keep losing our boats.
Well, that's for a ride.
We'll just manufacture a boat out of the cart. And
But wait,
then
hold on.
We'll have Gilbo pull
Where
us
was
the
your-
whole-
Gilbo floats, right?
Where was your fucking druid friends?
They're in the.
Because we needed to get a boat to there.
Are
Oh, I've got druid friends
the
too.
Underdark, but I don't know.
they're
So,
off in
while
this
you-
continent.
The Underdark
That
entrance?
doesn't look like a hammer.
It was a
What?
fucking joke.
It-
There's no
What
hammer.
if there's a
Jesus.
nail-shaped island right there to the top left?
Taking
Yeah,
things
go
too
left.
seriously.
Go left. Go left. Because this desert part looks like a hammer. Doesn't it? Tell me I'm wrong.
What are you talking about?
Tell me I'm wrong. All the brown parts there.
Oh,
Take all
I
Oh
was
my
saying
god,
more
you're
like
right. Or like a
Okay.
hatchet or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's more like a
more.
hatchet.
Yeah.
But I see
Like a
it.
scythe maybe with some weird little two spokes coming down.
Do you think there's an ale right here?
And the conspiracy.
X marks the spot. Go dig.
All right, so we need to go east somehow.
You can go.
Southeast.
You know that there
Well,
is.
do we
south.
still have to return to the?
We do.
Yeah, we're on our way
We're on
back
our
to
way.
We
get
need to
Right,
go to your
okay.
druid friends.
You
Don't
know
get
that
too
there is
sidetracked.
a ley line in basically the North Pole. You know that there's one on the continent you're on currently, and you know that there's one at the southern
Whatever the
continent.
fuck that is.
You haven't got a single clue
No.
what this is. And you also, very little information is written about the,
It would make sense that there would be one
That looks like a chicken.
this looks like a broken heart.
there. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Or liver.
Yeah, or liver, but
A
broken
broken
heart.
Or lungs. Black lung.
Yeah, it does kind of look like lungs.
So,
Oh.
you're all on your way
Yes.
back here.
That was only part one.
Continue.
Unless you guys want to wait till we're around other people to call the admiral. I'd rather do it when we're...
No, let's
In
call
isolation.
the admiral now.
I'd like to bring out my clam.
Your shell phone.
Yeah, my shell phone.
The conch.
Break out the clam. It's a pretty elegant looking one. Lots of little like curls on it.
Don't stroke your clam. in
Looks
front of
really
us.
cool.
Where's my clam?
You rub the clam.
These little ridges are just...
Play with
Touch
the-
the little ridges. Little ridges.
play with
Wait for the little
ridges,
tongue to
nice.
come out.
You say anything?
Knock knock.
I didn't know I had to say anything. I've used it before. I know how to use it.
You do have to talk to someone to make them have a
I thought I
conversation.
had a different clam for each ship.
It's like in One Piece, where they have the different snails.
I don't know anything about
Oh,
it.
okay, never
I've
mind.
never watched it.
I've seen a few
We're
episodes, but I couldn't get into it.
You should watch the live action one. That's actually really good.
I did watch the live action one actually. That was actually not very bad.
Yeah, it's,
It was a little stupid, but it leaned into itself for being stupid, which I appreciated.
yeah. We don't have to keep having this conversation right now, but
Yeah.
I'm missing a D6.
So you basically are ringing the admiral,
Mm-hmm.
and you continue playing with the ridges.
Voicemail.
You just keep doing it,
Just the landline. To
and you
voicemail.
just keep on doing it as you walk.
Yeah.
It's like,
This keeps me on task. I'm just gonna do it the whole time.
at some point, a very pissed off voice comes through. What do you want?
Knock knock. Tell him a knock knock joke.
Who is this?
Tell him a knock knock joke.
Seth, just following orders.
One second. Another about 3 minutes goes by, and you hear the dong, 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 dong. footsteps of the Admiral walking up. And then the Admiral. Zeph, didn't expect to hear from you so soon.
It's been a few weeks.
What have you found?
So, there's a correlation somewhere here. Well, how are you? I'm trying to be less of an asshole.
So glad you asked. Been under a lot of pressure lately. Nobody asked how is the Admiral.
How fares it?
You really wish to know? Sure. I have murdered 3 people in the last 12 hours.
God.
It's quite enjoyable. We tortured him up until the point that he thought he was dead, and then just thought he was speaking to some sort of god of death. That was quite enjoyable to personify death. The seas have been treacherous. It's been very enjoyable.
He has a ship.
Fucking love it.
Well, it seems like Xavier was useful.
Actually, yes. I intend to keep Xavier on full time. He is, without a doubt, your most competent crew member, and his
Really?
particular expertise.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
He's not so great in combat.
yes, Balthazar has frustrated me to no end. I've no sympathies for the musically inclined. However, we've made a fair bit of coin off of it, so I'm unsure if I maybe need to reassess my view of music. And otherwise, I am fine. I ate eel yesterday, and it was delicious.
Do we all hear this, or is this just
You all hear it, and
Plus
if
speakerphone.
between it, you hear like the chattering of teeth as the clam opens
Oh.
and shuts.
Well,
And I suppose, I much preferred the asshole version of you. It was much more to the point. How are you doing, Seth? This is fucking ridiculous.
I've spent the last few weeks reading, and I've come across some interesting information. I'm not aware of how old you are, if you're aware of some of it, so if I do discuss things that you are aware of, please just cut me off, so...
Will do any time. Continue.
Discovered a book that sort of revealed there was not always 2 suns, as there are currently. This was written by an elvish adventurer, very, very old, according to the dates in the book. He was on a mission to depict the world and gather information, when suddenly a second sun appeared and the world went dark shortly after.
How shortly are we talking here? I may be very, very powerful, but not very old.
Let me reference the dates if there are any. I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's about
Ambrose, give me the book.
with both of you combined, roll history checks. Both of you at advantage.
12 days?
No, I swear it's over here.
Oh, okay. History?
Yep.
It's 20 plus
15.
20 is easily enough.
21.
Looks like 6,400.
Yeah, I doubt you're that old.
No, I'm.
Wait,
Just very
6,400 years after there was a second sun, it went dark?
No.
Okay.
6,400 years ago is when the second sun looks like it appeared.
Okay.
And that's not what the Admiral asked.
Yeah. But regardless.
No, that was me. Okay, so 6,400 years ago. And that's the second sun.
Yes.
It hasn't always. Okay. I've heard rumors of such a thing. That some cultures maybe draw their magic from this second sun. It's slightly smaller than ours, than what would be considered ours.
And I bet there's a correlation between those cultures and the ones that were affected in this next excerpt.
And I'm gonna like tug on Seth's sleeve. Like, tell him that it's gonna go dark again. Tell him it's gonna go dark again.
Ambrose, not now.
It's gonna go dark again.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, that's a maybe.
No,
Give
it's
me,
definite.
Give me a second.
A literal God told me.
Chronological
Okay.
order.
All right, fine.
There must be order.
Sure. There must be chronology.
That's the order.
And I'm gonna like stand at attention, like order.
All right. Well, as I was saying, there may be a correlation between cultures you're talking about and these other cultures. Shortly after, started worshipping a new deity, the one we know as Arrakis. And it seemed to be more correlated with chaotic and evil-acting, power-hungry cultures. Those of goblins and orcs, particularly. But also others are mentioned. Shortly after this, he had noticed that there was magic inlaid in the atmosphere as a sort of protective barrier. Very powerful magic.
Sounds like the work of almost pseudo deities. What do they call them? Demigods. Right? Yeah. Okay. So something about these demigods have some sort of magic that can protect the planet. And the ley lanes may be the source of the most possible amount of magic they could possibly wield through themselves if they maybe stayed there.
Do I know if there was a correlation in time between that protective barrier and the world getting warmer and bright again?
It doesn't seem like it, but it does seem like it does seem like some sort of like big movement towards this new religion happened, and then this barrier thing is mentioned. It almost feels like some sort of reach in is happening where this deity may be like trying to utilize its sway over this population of its worshippers, and then some barrier happens where they like decide, we need to fucking do something about this.
Yeah.
And then this barrier hits, and this individual notices that, and that's what you have seen.
Okay.
Through your reading.
Oh, and it's gonna go dark again, according to Ambrose. Ambrose is back, by the way. Do you know anything about that?
Do I know anything about what? People come back to life all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Specifically.
He was reduced to bones without flesh, and now he is back in flesh.
Maybe there's something there.
Something there that wasn't there before.
I have no fucking. You same person, same attitude, same everything.
Same attitude. I rose my hand to hit him, and he hit himself. The same fucking. if there's nothing more convincing than that.
People come back to life. Without flesh, that's a little odd, but investigate further into this and make sure you're not being, having the wool pulled over your eyes.
That's exactly. Thank you.
But people do come back to life all the time, so I don't fucking know.
So I might be having a wool pulled over my eyes. Got it.
Quite possible.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, Admiral.
I
need a ship.
It's already told you. I am already on my way. I may not have a ship for you exactly. However, I do have something for you. It appears as though you're much more useful than the rest of your crew. Maybe save for Xavier and Blutus. Blutus has been extraordinary. Very helpful. I can't believe that I didn't know of his existence up until now. He is perfect. Exactly what I needed.
Useful is an insult to leaders. I'm a shaker.
Well, anyway.
Ask him if I can have a ship. Can I have a ship?
We have discovered spores may be useful, and we have a group we need to question about their knowledge and see if they can provide aid. This could slow or eliminate any sort of infection that comes to us.
Tomorrow, around midday, meet me at the northern docks near Gavira.
Midday, that's...
You will
I have enough time.
You will have to leave very shortly. There's a very, very kind old orc who actually has access to a teleportation circle that connects directly to the docks. Maybe you can do them a favor, and she would be happy to assist you. Should you mention that you are part of Jeremy's fleet?
That's not his real name, right?
You have no idea. You have absolutely no clue.
Jeremy.
But she did very much take a liking to me, so
Ew.
should you mention my name, I'm sure it will hold sway. About this time, you've
Got a
been
hard
walking.
reputation.
You've been walking. You've been walking with this clam, and you have the big walls of Gavira that kind of come around. It's inlaid into these dunes, and there's this wall that comes around, and this big fat door.
Hello, I'm looking for Jay.
And as you come up to the door, you hear this
Sorry,
rhythmic pop, 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 until all of a sudden,
Hey, wait! No! What the hell, man? I hate this shit. It's too early for this fucking shit, man.
and you come around the corner to someone Seth knows, not too personally, but as Vato.
Vato.
Vato's at the gate, fixing up the gate.
Another fight here, Vato.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, man, I just fucking hammered my finger. It hurts like a bitch. And he puts his fingers in his mouth, and he's like, this fucking shit. I'm so hungover, man. It's just, oh, fuck, it's so hard to fucking concentrate and work and not hammer your own fingers to death, man. How's it going? And as you hear this and as you see his face just like, he's fucking red, you smell this delicious food. There's some cinnamon in the air. There's this slight scent of apples that have been baked into something. And as you come through, you notice right around, what the fuck is webroot? Get out of my face, get out of my face. You guys are coming in from right here.
They're not a sponsor, by the way.
Right around here is the old churro cart that you had procured food from previously. This is also very close to the lady that the magic shop.
Jeremy's side piece.
I kind of feel like stealing some.
I'll steal. Will I steal something? I'll steal something.
Do a plunder.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm
we
going
talking
to
about stealing something right now?
Let's do a plunder.
I'm going to try to prestidigitate a rotten food smell around the churros.
Steal me a churro.
Probably steal a
Seth
churro.
is precipitating the smell of rotten churros. As this happens, you hear from
I just
Son.
stepped on that shit.
Oh my god. Your tetanus shot.
What do you mean you stepped on it? Oh, yeah.
the smell of rotten churros fills the air. As you hear from behind you, oh man, that's even worse. I just smelled my own blood, but what the fuck, man? There's something wrong over there, man.
Rotten churros.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rotten dough, and there's various meaty
smell
churros
like alcohol,
as well.
does it?
He makes. There's those bacony
Sourdough.
breakfast
Yes.
type that aren't as
yeah.
like, not as cinnamony, not as sweet, but
burrito
that's like within the scent of the cinnamon, and it's getting weird in there. Seth, what do you, or not Seth? As you smell this and as you notice that this is happening, what do you do, Bones?
So, we're in view. Am I in view of the churro?
You can see the churro cart. You just come around the
Oh,
corner.
yeah. Where is
It's right here. Let me zoom in a little. So you've come through this way, and you come around the corner, and that's where the cart is.
Okay. Flapping in is the seller of the churros.
A vendor?
The vendor is the vendor of the churro cart. Is he there also?
He looks over at Vato, and he's like, "What are you talking about? I don't smell any. Oh, fuck." And he starts freaking out. He's like in the cart. He's looking around. He's opening different things, and he's like inspecting every single churro. You see him like pulling them out, trying to find the source of this rotten, nasty smell.
He's touching all of them.
He has a white glove on. You can see he's actually
Michael.
You're right. I was about to say.
he's actually very very considerate in that way. And he turns around.
Okay, it'll probably work. Can I cast minor illusion over the vendor?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Some like speckled, moldy looking churros. I'm gonna cast there.
Roll me
He's rolling
an-
out. I'm gonna
Roll me an investigation check to see if you can properly see the details in these churros.
Whoa.
investigation. You said?
Yes.
26.
26. You're able to see every detail. You're able to adjust anything about it.
Hell yeah.
You're able to adjust anything
Rolling
on one
through.
whole tray that's pulled out.
I'm gonna grab them and show them to the vendor and be like, dude, you can't serve this to people. It is just stinking up the entire market. What are you doing?
I don't understand. I just created these. I made them today. This is fresh. This should be completely fine. I don't know what's happening.
How many churros are on this tray?
It's like 16.
All right. Be like, dude, let me get rid of these for you. So
Please,
before
get rid
you
of
get
them.
a fine,
He reaches into his coin pouch and he hands you 10 gold.
we're gone. We're
Get
gone.
rid of them, please.
We're gone.
Fast.
And then cast over my wing and flutter. Just gonna jump up and onto the next
and I will
building, over to the next,
Release the
and
smell when he
come back
leaves.
down.
All right. Let's see if anything weird happens. Nothing weird happens. You guys have a plethora of different types of churros here.
Great churro heist.
I
One of
love
them is like
cherry.
a pesto and spinach.
Ooh.
churro.
Dinner churros.
One of them is this
churros.
cinnamon, weird, like, the inside has that, like, nice, cinnamon cream type of thing going on. This nice little glaze on the outside. And then there's the one that you had last time, one of you had last time, or maybe a few. It had the bacon with the eggs on the inside, and it was very, just
Breakfast churrito.
good breakfast, yeah.
I didn't want.
I'm gonna keep my
Rotten
illusion
ones.
on for a minute
Okay.
as I unveil them to everybody else. These super rotten churros. And who wants a churro? Churro.
Not what we
Churro.
asked for.
Ambrose, you want a churro?
I don't want a rotten churro.
You didn't say not.
Well, I'm immune to disease, so yes.
And then I'll cast illusion. Because well, he grabbed it.
Wait,
So
what's this?
once he grabs it, then it,
You have no idea.
illusion is gone. So nice, fresh, steamy.
And it's just delicious. Which one did you grab? Roll me a D4.
I actually can't
A
remember.
D6 would be better.
2. I got 2 on both, actually, so.
You've got the sweet churro, the cinnamon glazed.
Sweet like honey.
I'm pretty sure I said Seth doesn't like sweets, right?
Seth does not like sweets,
Or alcohol.
but Seth did like the bacon and eggs.
Yes.
Just fucking straight edge as fuck breakfast.
Yeah.
The Marines breakfast.
Good job, Bones.
And with a fist bump.
Was that your foot or like your wing?
A furled wing.
He has opposed. You have what is it called?
Opposable thumbs.
When you can grab.
Yeah,
things.
he has arms within his wing, kind of. Oh, hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a bat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Well, yeah, so most owlins actually have the 6 limbs with their wings. They have the extra arms. I thought that was weird.
Oh, the arms are separate than from their wings?
For most of them, yeah.
What?
That's everything I was researching. I was like, I like the bat idea where it's
Yeah.
kind of
Look
like,
at this little town.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Yep.
But no, he's like that kind. No, he's not that kind.
I didn't like most of them. I wanted it to be like a bat. Where it's like
Yeah.
his
That's
wings
kind of how
are
I envisioned it. Like your
set,
wings would go a little farther than your hands, but your hands would be a little. I don't know
Hands
how
are
if
just on
that
the end
works
and
with
it's
you.
like wings.
Yeah,
there,
from there.
From the
it's
wrist.
just wings.
That's cool.
Oh, like this?
'Cause
kinda?
that's like-
a little bit more, not quite, but a little bit more, like closer to what you're thinking.
Yeah. Yeah,
like at
no,
least
exactly
part of
like
the
that
wings.
almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Except I don't have a cool tomahawk. Or the mohawk.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Not yet.
That is awesome.
Just gotta pluck a couple out. Fasten it
Got a
up.
hair tie. We can like we can make it happen for you.
We're so racist. We thought all owlins looked the same.
So you are fed, walking in.
we got fed and we made money. That's a
you-
success.
Yeah.
And we did a heist.
Yeah.
I think
It was technically a heist. Yes.
Yep.
And you're coming in from the north, which is very close to your quest giver, the old lady at the magic shop.
Hey, what the fuck is up with Manuel?
You haven't gone into it.
Yeah.
Screaming into the
Into the ether.
Do you go in first?
Yeah, I fucking burst in and like
Like Cusco.
in mid-sentence, I'm like, what the fuck?
As you do, does anyone else come in where?
Me.
No, I'll run after and I'm like, I'm carrying the head.
With the like eyes torn apart and like
Yeah.
the face torn
As
off.
Seth bursts in, and you come in after like holding his head. One at a time, please. I remember, I don't, let's just do one at a time, please. Zana, I really appreciate it. He was here first.
At this point, I'm gonna fly just through the door and just unfurl wings of pure fresh churros now. I brought you this time.
Yes. Please, you can come second. It seems like breakfast has been delivered this morning. Please, would you mind, Seth, right? That's what you please just give me one moment.
Some real business to take care of. Seth here.
Breakfast, please. Yes, thank you.
Bones, if just for you.
Form a line as you're walking out.
Man, what the fuck is up with you?
I just want to crouch in the corner and not leave.
You're
Can
inside.
Can I like try to be stealthy about it?
You
Like
can
in
try.
Skyrim, where if you like just crouch down and you have high enough stealth to disappear.
I don't move.
Please roll a stealth check.
Hey,
Since you're
what is over here?
Since you're small, you would have advantage, but since you have light up wings, you have disadvantage.
And you're
I think my
exhausted.
armor
And
gives
you're
me
exhausted, so
disadvantage.
you actually have
so-
disadvantage.
Ah! My first one was an 18, and then I rolled a 4.
Okay, yeah.
So that's 6.
New person, please get the fuck out of my building. I will have you in a moment.
I'm just gonna.
Yes, little person. I appreciate you and your patronage, but you need to go. It's one at a time in here.
I have like the head underneath one arm, and I'm like, whatever. Take everything.
Reach up and take her hand. Like,
Aww.
They all have real things to contribute, like churros.
And we'll be back with the shop in just a few minutes for you.